Now you could probably hear me. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So we have Monica, who is a Scorpio, and she no longer trusts her best friend, and she wants to know why. And she's a Cancer. Let's take a look what's going on here. Hmm. Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. It seems that this decision didn't really come very lightly. I'm seeing here. Um, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Like you're just as you're saying. So she reached out to me, but I don't know, man. She hurt me bad from ghosting me, and you know it's funny that you're saying that because we have here the Four of Pentacles. We actually showed that she's kind of opening up. However, though, and I was about to ask if there was actually some feelings in between the two of you and stuff like that. Like maybe there was some sort of like um, love grown, kind of lost kind of thing. Um, and we're seeing here uh, some swift decision making, probably on her part. And I think there might have been some feelings involved, but um, Seven of Wands and the Devil card. So I'm really I'm seeing closure here, and I think it's just that with you have been bitten pretty hard, right? Like you've been stung pretty hard by this person, and you wish her the best, and I love her, but I can't just forgive that easily. Yeah, and I can completely see that too. Let's ask a different question. Let's ask like why did she actually ghost you, right? Like why did your best friend ghost you at this time? And you might hear some singing in the background. That happens to be my boyfriend. He's feeling good right now. Okay, so why is Cancer, or why did Cancer ghost this precious angel Scorpio? Oh, we got an Eight of Cups. Just fell right out. He is my king. Oh, funny, King of Swords. That's insane. That. Let's see here. So, still seeing like why did this Cancer ghost you? And on the bottom of the deck, we have Ten of Swords here. Oh my goodness. Oh god, I love my band, but holy cow. um, um, I'm getting a sense of uncertainty. Maybe some doubt here. Um, I think at one point the person probably thought that you were actually kind of the problem. Um, Hence why we have the Ten of Swords here, and on top of that, the King of Swords here, right below it. The decision was coming around. Um, that I don't know. I'm getting the sense here that your friend was actually having some problems with you, feeling that hey, um, yeah, singing right, um, um, I'm getting the sense here that she thought that you were kind of the problem, and she wanted to distance you. And she even, I think she also might have been talking with some new people. I'm not sure. Did you actually meet some of your friends, your friends' friends? That is, like, at one point in time, like you probably got into a gathering, like probably went out for drinks or for dinner and stuff like that. Um, and with let me see here. Just want to kind of confirm if you guys, if you met like some new people through your friend. Um, we got another sword here. We got a Knight of Swords here. And it's funny because we actually got the Knight of Swords in the last one too. You have different circles. Okay, so there's definitely some talk going on here. I still think that she felt that um, uh, I still think that she felt that you were kind of the problem at first. Right now, I mean, I don't know. She seems like kind of confused, and I think that's the whole point of why we're getting the swords all up down this column right now. Like, I feel like this was sort of like a like maybe you guys had a conversation and you probably thought it probably went well, but she actually didn't think it was actually all that great. So she's all like, "Oh, you know what? Screw her. You know, I don't like what she said at that point. I'm gonna do this knee-jerk reaction and um oh, I see you, Venus. I'll get to you in just a second, my friend. I'll get you to in just a second. And but yeah, I see it that she just kind of had this knee-jerk reaction, like she didn't like what you thought about it. She just kind of took the first opportunity, like, you know what, I'm out of this. Will we get better soon? Okay, so I'm gonna answer this last question, and I'm gonna move on to Venus here with her love question. Another swords card. We got a queen. Will this relationship get better? Wow, another swords. So we have two odds and one even here. There's probably highly unlikely not now that this is going to get better. I think also because from your end of the spectrum here, or at least not the spectrum, but on your end of the situation here, you're probably feeling like, oh, you know, no, I don't trust her right now. Knight of Wands, the Five of Swords. You feel that you maybe might have been taking just a little bit advantage of, you know, that she probably took advantage of your kindness of some sort. Like you probably thought, like from your end, that, that, you know, with her ghosting you, you know, what did you do to deserve this? What, you know, and maybe she's just taking your kindness for granted, you know. And so I'm just getting a lot of swords here. There's just a lot of thinking, a lot of emotion kind of happening up in the air and stuff like that. But right now, I'm getting not right now. You're not going to have this, you know, this friendship kind of refreshing or renewing anytime soon. Maybe by the end of this year, possibly. We can ask more questions on that as soon as I get to some others here. So Pretty Tulip, I will get to you in just a second. I do have my Venus Gemini love reading here. Oh, hey, Wolf. Tarot readings where we draw cards and you ask a question, I pull some cards for you. And actually, Venus, I just need to know, like, what kind of question. Are you just looking for something general, or is it somebody in specific? While I wait for your question or wait for your answer, Venus, we have pretty yeah, I know, Monica, I'm sorry, just hang tight and we'll probably try to draw some more cards on that. I would like to know messages from my ancestors. So I really don't do like past life or, you know, beyond life kind of thing, but, you know, let's look at it this way. What kind of signs have you been getting from like the universe and your ancestors? I'll put it that way, because I really don't deal with like, oh, the messages, you know, and talking to the dead. Oh, thank you, Monica, I really appreciate it. And for those of you who are watching, I do have full tarot reading services. They're still for first time readers. If this is your first read, you get 10% off on the services. Link is in the bio. It's $35 for full 30 minutes. Ask any questions you want within that time. I also have a 1 hour session for $60. Again, 10% off on new tarot reads. Okay, this is your first time, 10% off, and you get a full hour or half hour with me and ask all the questions because it's your time. Okay, so Pretty Tulips. Pretty Tulips. Ancestors. What kind of sign are you getting here? The first thing that actually came to my mind right now that I just got in my head, something about you need to stay put. This just kind of I don't know, maybe there was some sort of like thought about maybe moving career, or maybe moving, or just taking a trip, something like that. But whatever the case, whatever it is, I'm just getting the message here of stay put. There's going to be a big change that's going to be happening soon. We have the Four of Wands and the Knight of Wands, and I feel that there's like, you're really on the move here. You know, that you kind of like we're looking at maybe some change, maybe even focusing on a new change in the lifestyle, or even that. But I'm still getting to stay put. Balance yourself out with some meditation. However, though, I think if whatever decision that you're going to be going through, it's going to be a very, very quick one. And let's see what's at the bottom of the deck here. So we have a Two of Pentacles here in reverse, along with the Six of Pentacles here, and everything else. So balance yourself out. That's all I'm getting right here, because we've got the 6 and the 2, and these are both about balancing, right? Especially finances and physical stuff like that. But right now, the message that I'm getting is perfectly clear, at least in my opinion, that you need to stay put, reevaluate your decisions and stuff like that. Let me just pull one more card here, and we got the Hangman. So in reverse, so maybe kind of do a little bit of isolation. It seems that that you, without this isolation, you've been kind of cutting yourself off spiritually, and you've been missing the signs here. So I hope that helps you. I hope that kind of makes sense by saying to stay put. You know, I just feel like that there's going to be a certain change that will be coming around, like a decision, and you just need to kind of like evaluate it, put some thought to it, but maybe kind of stay where you are about it. Okay. All right. All right, so now my friend Venus. What is the problem with Ron and I's relationship? Because I'm ready to end it. Oh no. So Venus, you said that you and Wolf, no, at this time it does not cost money. Right now the questions are free, but it is first come first serve. But I am plugging my website. It's on my bio. If you want 30 minutes, you know, just one-on-one time with me to ask any questions you want, $35 for half hour, $60 for a full hour. But if you sign up for the first time, you get a full 10% off discount. Okay, so I don't remember if you told me. Oh, you're a Gemini. Okay. And so Ron, do you happen to know Ron's sign by chance? And I'm gonna go ahead and start drawing cards while you answer that question. But Gemini, what is the problem with their relationship? What is the problem with their relationship? Libra. Oh, both air signs. Nice. So the bottom of the deck, we have here the King of Cups, and we're going to pull some more cards here. So I'm figuring that the King of Cups is actually him, with you being the Knight of Wands, surrounded by you. we're kind of faced by a couple of things. I feel like that maybe you feel that there might be a little bit of deceit coming from him. Um, he might have lied about something. Um, you know, and these are kind of like petty things. Not like, I don't know if it's about cheating or something like that, but it's just like petty. I feel like it's petty, just petty BS that he comes to you about, and you're like, why you need to come to me about this? Why are you like, why are you not giving me the full details, to, you know, how you're feeling and what's going on and stuff like that. Because by doing that, there's a lot of stuff that's not being explored, and from him, I don't know, there's almost like a sense of like searching his feelings. There's maybe even second doubt in this relationship between the two of you. I see him almost like he kind of probably got inspiration, kind of started exploring himself, and started saying to himself, maybe, you know, I wonder what if I did it this way? What if I went and, you know, took this different avenue to life, right? Will I be able to, you know, achieve some happiness here? Because even with him being the King of Cups in reverse, he doesn't know what he wants. I think he's kind of getting confused at this point. I'm also getting the sense of, let's see here. Yeah, we're getting the sense again, with like different perspectives with his life. And I feel there's going to be a major change that's going to be coming around soon. And I think you might be feeling it too. Hey Matt, how you doing? And that bond is kind of weakening between the two of you. So let's kind of like let's kind of come around with this. I would like to ask, you know, I would like to ask if there's anything that can be done so on point. I'm frustrated after 8 years. So on point. So what kind of change? Yeah, and that's kind of what I was going to get into. Like, I want to know, like, what is going to be coming up, and what should you do, right? Like, because one thing for sure, like, he's definitely, you know, kind of lying about a few things here. Again, not about like cheatings with that, but you know, he's definitely like concealing things that he's been researching on. Maybe even just like pleasuring himself, like, you know, even though there's nothing bad with that, but it's just almost like he goes to pleasure himself, and then you're like, did you just like jack off without me? And he's probably like, no, I'm just tired, you know, like, you're like, whatever, I'll be in the shower. And so like it just seems like he's getting like a lot of alone time for himself. Let me pull just a couple more cards here, then we'll move on to the next question. And I see everybody here in the YouTube chat as well. I'll get to you, Vanessa and Chrissy, if you're still with me. Any donations you guys can make, that'd also be helpful to the channel. But I do offer, again, 10% off of my services. Right now it's $35 for 30 minutes, $60 for a full hour. Ask all the questions you want. It's your session, it's your time. And if you this is your first time reading with me, then you get 10% off on your first read. All right. So, what is this change that's going to be coming on? What is this change? What is this change? And what should you do? Ooh. I think it's going to break up soon. Without you even looking into breaking it up. I think he's going to break it up soon. The reason why I think this here, he's kind of looking back at his roots, I feel like he's probably been talking to his family perhaps too. But we have here the Three of Cups, or just wait, the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups as the clarifier. I think he's gonna like follow his heart kind of thing, and probably break it up. And what you do? Well, then you've got the Lover's card here in reverse. What should you do? Well, let's see here. Keep your options open. Kind of see through the bullshit a little bit. You got here the Knight of Pentacles followed by the Five of Wands in reverse. But we do have this Ace of Pentacles here too. And I think that you should make a second plan, because I don't think you're really ready for this breakup. I think you guys have been reliant on each other. So come up with a game plan for yourself, and there's nothing wrong about having some independence for yourself in these time of need, because you know, it's also kind of good, you know, even if things would have gotten better and you're now more self-independent, you know, you don't have, you know, you can actually do some nice things for each other. But at this point, I'm seeing that there's going to be some new beginnings here somewhere, which is probably kind of indicating that the relationship will end at some point. Like almost like the steam has kind of run out, and you're kind of done with the bullshit and things like that. And what you need to do is just kind of be all like, okay, if the news happens to get dropped, am I ready to say, okay, bye? And then, you know, please grab your belongings, they're over at the left. You know, kind of attitude. So, yeah. So I'm sorry to deliver that kind of news. I always like to bring more positivity and stuff like that. You know what? Let's get you some clarity here. Let's draw a quick clarifier card here. What you should focus on. Funny, the sacral chakra. You need to focus on what makes you happy, what pleases you, okay, in your affirmation for this week, okay, especially for this weekend. Fluidity, receptivity, creativity, and pleasure. Sacral is always about that pleasure, you know, and it doesn't have to be sexual, but you know, if that's what makes you happy, go for it. Okay. All right, I got a lot of people coming in here, so I got a couple questions here on YouTube, and I'll get to your questions there on TikTok. So we have here Chrissy and Vanessa. So Vanessa, may I have a general reading, Aquarius? So you just want a quick general reading. I'll just kind of pull some cards to see how the rest of your month is going to be, and then followed by Chrissy, is the love coming for me in 2022? Then we have some other questions from Matt and T before 3 Vanessa. Well, Venus, I hope that really does help you, you know, and hit me back. I see that we're friends on TikTok, so hit me back. Let me know how it goes, you know, and we can definitely do some more tarot reads together. All right, so Vanessa, how's the rest of your month is gonna look? Oops, ooh, a bunch of cards just flopped out, and this one didn't get picked up, so this might be yours. Another one popped up here. I'm already getting the sense of independence here. You might need some more. You might be dealing with some things on your own. Ten of Wands here. It seems that this month you're going to be kind of wrapping up a few things, a few like loose ends, some projects perhaps and stuff like that. But there's lack of focus on those things, and you really need to kind of get these things done. And I'm thinking it's like on a personal level of some sort. We have a Three of Pentacles here. There's really, I feel like there's no support here for you, but you seem to kind of work okay, like by yourself, you know, like sometimes you kind of say like, oh, where can I get some, my Cash App is Venus is in my bio. You can find it there. It should be active. just look in the link tree and it should be there. Otherwise, it's Groovified. Let me double check here real quick. Oh goodness, this thing's taking forever. But while I'm waiting for that to load, but it is Cash App. Again, go to visit my link tree. You should find it there. Otherwise, there's PayPal and Venmo available to you. But to finish up this read here, Vanessa, so you sometimes kind of work almost like under pressure at the last minute though, and I think there's been like a lot available to you. Like maybe you kind of feel like I can do this another time. I'll add some time to this. I got plenty of time to kind of do this on my own, but not enough work is being put into it. And I think it's more like on a physical level, like maybe a little bit on your finance, maybe kind of climbing the ladder a little bit, just something in general in the living world, and the spirituality definitely. We could always use some momentum on a spiritual level here, but let's see here. Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually Grooviverse, Venus. But yeah, again, if you take a look at my bio, you could find my link tree, and the Cash App link is there. It's Grooviverse. Should be spelled in the profile, or if not in the profile, but definitely in the link tree. Okay, but yeah, to wrap this up, Vanessa, so I think that just focus more on the physical side of you, and maybe it's because you probably haven't pampered yourself, but I think it's just more like just kind of gaining responsibility and trying to break old habits and bring on and start following through and things, because I think the main gist of this entire read for the month is that you've been procrastinating a little bit too much on some of your responsibilities to yourself. So one more clarifier for the month, we got the World card. So I think in general, at least for the end of this month, nothing big, nothing bad. It's definitely going to be sort of like even evening out, kind of like adding some saltiness to the sweet, right? It's a pretty good balance. Okay, so we have one other question from the YouTube side here. I did promise Chrissy, if you're still with me, we have, is love coming from me in 2022, and then we have some other ones here in TikTok land. We have Vanessa and Matthew. And for those of you who are joining, I do have a tarot service. If you would like a personal one-on-one time for a full half hour or even up to a full hour with me, ask all the questions you want. $35 for a half hour, $60 for a full hour. Again, ask all the questions you want, and if this is your first time reading with me, you will get 10% off on your first read with me. Okay, so Chrissy, yes, awesome. I see that you are here, and your question is love coming for you in 2022? Huh, that rhymed. Okay. Oh, Andrea, that's a big one. General love reading. I catfished someone. Do you think he still likes me knowing the real me and because he found out? That's a, I don't even need cards to answer that. I will definitely keep your question in the queue to answer that question. I could probably tell you right now that just lying in the first place doesn't even start off a really good, on the right foot. Catfish is always a bad thing, so just keep that in mind. But we'll definitely redraw some cards for you later on. So Chrissy, is love coming for you in 2022? At the bottom of the deck, we have an Ace of Cups here. At the bottom of the deck, that's already a good start, right? We also have the 7, we have the 5, and a 6. So there's a possible no, but the reason why I'm saying possible, because it's probably not going to be anytime soon, and I think that's kind of what this means right here. If it was a hard no, we could probably say that, yeah, for the rest of this year, forget it, right? But I'm seeing here that you know, there is going to be some new connections happening here. Nothing bad, actually. As a matter of fact, you're going to be meeting some pretty neat individuals, I think. Almost like they got their shit together. That's kind of what I'm getting from this right here. Let's get a clarifier card on this. We have the Page of Wands here. So you're both are, you know, I think you're going to meet somebody, probably a fire sign, probably somebody that's going to be willing to explore. And I think that's kind of what you're looking for too, Chrissy. Like maybe you've been looking for somebody who can kind of push your boundaries, right? I'm getting the sense that you want to try like new cultural things, spirituality, even maybe going on huge trips. And I think you're going to meet someone who's kind of at the same thing, and you want somebody who's not really experienced but definitely has the ambition, right? And I think that's what you're going to be getting from here. You both are going to be sort of like feeding into each other on what you guys can actually do. And let's just, you know, I don't know, let's pull another card here. Oh, we got Empress. So this might be kind of a feminine person, male perhaps, even maybe even female if not male. But I think you're kind of open to that a little bit, maybe. But the thing is, though, I do see here that it's going to be someone who's going to, you know, like not as misogynist, probably very in touch with the feminine self, which I think like the softer side of a man and stuff like that. Like that's something you probably definitely want to try out. We have the 8 of Pentacles here, so this person actually pretty might be well off, knows how to really kind of pleasure you on that part. Is it a good person? I think it's a good person. Like I said, because with the Page of Wands, I'm seeing that the both of you are really looking for that adventure. But the thing is, both of you don't even know where to begin. So the adventure of just figuring things out on how to go on like trips and on certain things, like that right there, researching together is already like something that you want to be able to kind of create a bond with. You like somebody who's probably inexperienced, and that's kind of what I'm getting from this. So yes, it's not going to be anytime soon, but I think you will be meeting somebody, which actually just could blossom into an actual relationship. Okay, so I actually have some people here still on, let's see here, any of my TikTok people here still. I think I still have Vanessa, which I think that's the only person in my TikTok side here. And once I get to these couple questions on TikTok, then all right, I see you. Perfect. So your question was Cancer. Is my ex still thinking about me? Feel like he is. Interesting. What is your ex's sign? All right, and then after I answer some questions on TikTok, I will come over to the other side, to the YouTube, and answer some of your questions over there. All right. Tea before thee. I do say, madam, do you have some tea for me? Scorpio. All right. So, does your ex, the Scorpio, still have feelings for Cancer? Well, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Pentacles. We need 3 evens in order to get a full yes. We have 17. We have a 6. And we have an 8. So I see it as that maybe not so much as miss, but he is definitely thinking about you. As a matter of fact, I think he's been kind of thinking about you as of recently. He misses like the physical intimacy between the two of you, because I also have here the Six of Cups. And there's definitely been a lot of like definitely some positive times. As a matter of fact, I feel like that these like you know, even though like there might have been some cons, plenty of tea to share, and I think there's some definite cons here. Like, you know, obviously you guys are not together, you're saying he misses you and stuff like that, but I feel like that though,
Yeah.
just like him, he's reflecting, you're both of you are reflecting off of like a little bit on the intimate level of things. Let's see here. Now I'm getting the sense of. So I think that the both of you are kind of connected here. There's some sort of like, I feel like that there's some. Oh God, how can I say this? There's some type of connection between the two of you. It hasn't really been broken off. Especially the fact that there's been unanswered questions. I feel, between the two of you, and I think that's kind of one of the reasons why. Yeah, we have nine of swords here. Like I think someone's been kind of pinned themselves as a victim in this case, and you know, like someone in the relationship probably said like, oh, he did me wrong, you know, like this is on him, you know, and you know, I deserve better kind of attitude on one side of this relationship. But I am getting the sense that he is thinking about you, not so much as missing you, but you know. And cut the deck here. We got the Three of Pentacles. I think he's kind of enjoying himself being alone at the moment, which is why it's not a full yes on that. So I hope that kind of helps bring some clarity to that. Okay, so drama and forced us to break up. You're very welcome. You're very, very welcome. All right, so back over here to the YouTube side, real quick to answer some questions for those of you in TikTok, which I think is only just tea. I do have a YouTube channel which is up on Linktree. Let me just double check here. It should be up and running. That's my boyfriend singing, in case you can't hear that. What is going on with this Linktree site? Hopefully you can see my YouTube channel there. I'm just double checking here real quick. Where did all my social links go? Holy cow. Well, for those of you in YouTube land and you go to my link tree, in case my social links are not there, you can find me at Groovedefied in YouTube. So just FYI on that part. Okay, so back to YouTube land here. So I have here, oh boy, I wish I had a moderator right now. So we did Chrissy, and I'm just gonna kind of pick from random here, guys. Okay, so I'm sorry, there's just so many people here. Well, not so many people, but there's just a lot of chat going on here. So we have, I'm gonna choose by random here and click. We have Taz the Wolf. So I don't see a question from Taz the Wolf. So go ahead and give me your first name, your zodiac sign, and the question. And while I'm waiting for you, go ahead and I'm gonna go to the next to the person here. Andrea. Oh, Catfish. That's right. Holy cow. That's a really good. That's my boyfriend. I love him so much. You catfish someone, and I think he found out. He's Aquarius. He is still so friendly to me, the real me. Well, do we know who this person is? Can you give me a name and the sign of the other person? Um, you're Leo, and oh, and he's Aquarius. Okay, you're Leo. He's Aquarius. Gotcha. All right, I misread that. So let me go ahead and pull some cards. Sorry about that. All right. Hi Zainab. I'm currently reading in random. I'm doing a reading for Andrea, and then I'm gonna choose the next one at random. Okay. One card just popped out. Let's see what's going on here. And I think you wanted to know if he's still gonna like you the same after figuring you out. And while I'm doing this quick shuffle here, everybody, just to let you know, in my link tree, you can find my Wizio account. I do full tarot readings at $35 for a full half hour. Ask all the questions you want in that half hour. And if you want a full hour with me, I do offer that at $60. And if you're first time doing a reading with me, you get 10% off on your first read. Okay, so we got 2 wands here. The Hierophant, number 5, and the Queen of Wands. So I think there's a crossroads sort of here. I did say that he kind of feel, the fact that you lied to him. We have the Hierophant in reverse. That's almost like, if you look this up, the Hierophant, it's almost like the priest. It's right before the Emperor card, which is number 4. The Hierophant's almost like the leader of the faith, not much the leader of the people. And I think you kind of, with you kind of, catfishing him and stuff like that, this kind of just brought on a whole new insight to who maybe you are. We have here the Queen of Wands sandwiched in between the two, or sandwiching this 2 right here, and then we have at the bottom of the deck the 9 of Pentacles, or the one that just jumped up actually is the 9 of Pentacles, and then cutting the deck here we have the Chariot. So I don't see him really liking you the same way how you'd like for him to be with you, because of that honesty. There might be some, reconciliation is not really the right word, but it's almost like just like a building of trust that you need to create in order for the both of you to kind of rekindle and recuperate what you lost, right? And look, I just mentioned it right here, the Emperor. So I wouldn't expect too much of him calling you like in a relationship, but I think it's gonna kind of have to reboot. At this point, it's not gonna be really working out to be like whole relationship, because the fact that you catfished somebody, and then get the Hangman here in reverse. So he doesn't see you the same. He just sees you as just another person on Facebook. So I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. And I'm going to choose random here. Blah, 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 blah. Zanib. Alright, Zanib. So you said that because you're a Gemini and he's a Libra, does Usman feel bad for hurting me? Oh my goodness. You know what? And I'm going to let my deck recharge here, but I am going to light up a new incense. New stick of incense, and grab another deck here. I'm going to use my new odd but super cool zombie deck. I've been wanting to use this one quite a bit here. Alright, so while I wait, I'm going to pull up my Okay, so Zenib, does the Gemini? Oh no, does Libra feel bad for hurting you, the Gemini? Okay. Ooh, one card just popped out. Two cards just popped out. And this is my brand new zombie deck. So you might, I love zombie movies. So let's see here. 8 and a 4. So that's 2 evens. Oh, another one just popped out. Another one just popped out. Goodness, this one was first. And we got a 2, followed by the 7. Let's see here. We have the Strength card, followed by the Chariot. We have here the 4 of Wands in reverse, and the 2 of Pentacles. So, I'm seeing here some inner guilt and stuff like that. It definitely does kind of get to him. He starts to think about it. You know, in terms of what he has done. It's not doing a whole lot though. Because the guy has some strange like barriers put up for himself and stuff like that. But the thing is though, he does think about this a lot. Now he doesn't particularly take responsibility for hurting you, but he definitely does think about it. It keeps coming up to him. And let's kind of ask a little clarifier here. This one just popped out. Let's see what this clarifier is all about. We have the 4 of Wands. He does kind of miss you though. Oh, did I just ruin the card? I sure freaking did. I do have here the 4 of Wands though. I'm getting the sense of like he's not too happy in his current situation. He does kind of miss you a little bit. It's kind of funny though, because you see this zombie right here, just kind of like ducking his head down. You know, looks like he's kind of sad. So yeah, that's what we're kind of seeing with this guy right now. So he's not taking full responsibility, but he is definitely thinking about it. He got you arrested. Holy crap. Like, and you were supposed to get married. Yeah, I'm getting the sense that he's definitely thinking about it. He's not fully taking, like, and it's funny I said because he's not taking full on responsibility on it, because I think it's like, you know, he probably still thinks that he's kind of right about it, you know. And the fact that he's still thinking about it is, he's kind of contemplating, was it the right decision or was it the wrong thing? But again, still wasn't taking on full responsibility. And that's pretty fucked up, especially if I'm married. Like, I don't know if you want to like give off a couple of details as to what probably got you arrested, and if you did, I'll definitely pull some additional cards on top of reading your story to kind of get, you know, the gist of his thoughts maybe at that time. I could probably try to do that for you. All right, so next random person. Oh, Taz. So my name is Cedric Jackson. I am a Libra, and the question is, why am I the way I am? Very interesting question. Why are you the way you are? That's like, why are we all the way we are, right? Let's see here. Let's kind of see who you are. And Taz or Cedric, excuse me, Cedric. Pick a number between 1 and 5. Well, I feel that you're kind of an emotional person. Um, you're very open to allowing people to, to kind of read you like a book almost. With the Four Cups here in reverse, but we also have the King of Wands here, as well as the Six of Wands. Oh no, excuse me, Six of Swords. Excuse me. Um, I feel like they're the type of person that can, get really hurt very badly, but can actually move on the next day and actually feel good. You chose four, so we'll go ahead and see here. One, two, three, and four. We'll take a look at those in just a second. But I'm seeing here that you're the type of person who can easily wear his heart on his sleeve, but then like get hurt, but it'd be like the next day be like, oh, you know what, it happened, right? But maybe it kind of happens too often, and you're just, and people kind of wonder like, how are you able to actually kind of do something like this? Like, how are you able to like cope with that kind of drama? Because that's just like unforgivable offense or something like that, and you're like, well, it is what it is, right? um Pick out some more cards about you. We have the Two of Wands here. I feel that you're ambitious. I was about to say intuitive, but I'm getting telepathic here. We also have the Nine, the Judgment card. A lot of logic flows through you. You're quite the thinker. And once you're like touched onto something, you're very dedicated. It's almost as if like you have ADHD or ADD. Like your attention is really hard to break off from a different project or onto different things. Even when somebody's to pull you away, that you keep thinking about it afterwards. I feel that your life kind of falls in sort of almost like in a logic gateway, like true false kind of thing. I like this, true. I don't like this, false. But if I did like this is what's going to happen, and then let the marble fall down the chain to figure out, how something like this end up, right? Now, looking back at these two right here, and then let's pull over these four cards here. And this was the fourth card that I pulled. No, this is interesting. So, I'm pausing here because I'm really trying to figure out what my feelings are saying. Because I'm feeling just a tad conflicted. Because my feelings here are telling me that that you're open to interpretation on certain things, and like the Page, you would actually be like adding to your skill set, right? Of experience and inspiration. But we have here the Knight of Swords along with the Queen of Cups. Then here we have the Nine of Wands and the Two of Cups. So it's almost like a balance between passion and emotion. Hence why I'm kind of looking back at this right here of how this can tie in. I feel like that you get like you get some signals from the universe, and you may not even perceive it as being telepathic or being psychic or something like that. It doesn't even have to be about that, but you definitely get these, like, you get a lot of inspiration, and sometimes you probably feel a little bit trapped you know, in terms of like how am I going to execute this? I don't know how. Um, you know, and sometimes you feel a little bit closed down, hence why we have this Nine of Wands in reverse. Like maybe you feel like that sometimes that the avenues of trying to perceive such to try to move forward with these types of experiences can be like, oh, it's out of my grasp here, it's out of my skill set. But yeah, I think that right now, and I'm still trying to figure out these three right here, but I think the whole gist of it is here, while I think about this, the gist of what I'm getting here is that, like the universe, how it grows, you also are a grower. You grow and you can adapt. You can, and when you do adapt, or at least what you try to do when you adapt, you start to go through logic a lot, and people kind of find that weird because you're kind of wondering like, well, if we did this, then this is what's going to happen, and all this other kind of stuff, right? But I think that especially with this this Judgment card here, I just get like some type of like some type of intuitive messages with you, and this is one of the reasons why you you know, to kind of answer like, you know, the way you are and stuff like that, you have the ability to adapt and the ability to change, and there's a lot of skill actually within you, especially with your emotions being as flexible as it is. I feel like that you actually have a really nice gift. So I tend to always act nice around people, and that's kind of what I was saying earlier, that you wear your heart on your sleeve, and you know, if people treat you wrong in a particular way, you kind of manage to kind of shrug it off and kind of move on to the next person. You continue to be nice, right? You know, and you also have the Lover's card, the Two of Cups here, you know, which kind of indicates a little bit further in terms of what you're saying. I find it hard to express my emotions, and that makes sense. You know, like I said, that you kind of go down this logical path. Remember, I was mentioning about that with this this Justice card here, or excuse me, the Justice card, and then this is actually the Sign card here. But with this right here, you know, you kind of take that logical path and trying to figure out things and stuff like that, and people might think of you as a little bit weird or a little bit off, you know, because you're trying to figure out, you know, like, well, I don't think this is the right path. Is it the right path for me? Is it the right path for you? You know, so I say to stay who you are, because with, you know, and it's funny, I just pull these cards together. You have here a really nice heart. You know, your heart's in the right place. You definitely, you know, you learn from your mistakes and stuff like that, but I think you're just like me. I kind of like being nice to everybody, regardless. You know, it's just one of the easiest things to do, and there's not that many people around like that, and those are really good qualities in a type of person. It's not that they take advantage of you, but I think it's just a really, you know, admiring quality, honestly. So I hope that really helps you out. I kind of need to get a clarification in terms of who you are and stuff like that. And one more clarifier card just for you, actually. And we have the Chariot in reverse here for you. So I take it that you don't act upon knee-jerk reactions. You don't really you know, act on an impulse. Like, you kind of like to. Unless you really know what it is, right? Like, if it happens to be anything your forte, like technology, for example, then you have then you can easily make, like, you know, quick decisions like that. But when it comes to like things a little bit outside of your element, or not outside of your element, but just like in general, like, you know, you'll start to think about things. You're like, yeah, you know, let me think about this for a second, because I'm not even sure this is gonna be the right thing to do, because that's just your intuition talking to you. Okay, I'm gonna take one more card, one more question here. I am at an hour here. If you do like some time with me, please take a look at my description. I do offer tarot services. $35 for a full half hour. or $60 for a full hour, 10% off on your first read with me. Ask as many questions as you want within that half hour. You know, we can even discuss a little bit about your path, you know, about the situation that you want to talk about. All right, now I'm going to choose one random person here, and this random person, please have, hopefully you have your name, your zodiac, and your question typed out for me. All right, random question for... Elisa. Okay. Let's see here. Elisa. Oops. Will Geo and I rekindle our love? Both Geminis. Okay. Let's take a look here. And if you want me to still answer your question right here, right now, drop a $10 donation. You'll find that link in my description in the link tree. Otherwise, you are more than welcome to go ahead and schedule a full half-hour reading with me. If you would like to take a full hour session, tarot reading session with me, ask all the questions you want, and 10% off on your first read with me. So we have a 4. Nine. The Knight, and Justice with the Sun in reverse on the bottom of the deck. So, I'm seeing yes and no on this. Nothing really rekindling. I think that there's still kind of a little bit of bad blood between the two of you. Even if you did see him, he's going to be a little bit changed. He's not going to be himself. I think he's been kind of, you know, just been kind of going through some hard times right now. Like things haven't been going his way recently. So he's not really looking for anything to kind of jump into right now. Like maybe you know, supporting friend perhaps, but yeah, not exactly rekindle, not exactly like, you know, starting off as good, you know, like super good friends and everything, but you definitely will be coming together at some point, and you guys will be talking. You know, it might even turn physical a little bit. Let's see here. 7 of Cups. So like you guys are gonna have like your, you know, a lot of stuff to kind of talk about with each other. Just gotta be careful on what kind of conversation you choose to go down with him, because I think that you know, things can get really saucy between the two of you, and yeah. But to answer your question, answer is not really going to be rekindling in a relationship. I do see it though that you will be talking. It's just that he's been going through a lot of tough times right now. Then we got an 8 of Wands here. Like, I think he's been kind of like trying to, you know, hit onto. Oh, you get it. There's the 2 on top is gone. But yeah, I think friendship is really the key here. But he's kind of a changed person, so just kind of be careful on that. I think that he's gonna I think he's gonna be kind of like reining in on some of the drama that's kind of happened to him recently and stuff. You know, he's gonna have to kind of wash that first before he even starts to jump into a whole new relationship. Okay, so that is my time here, you guys.
Transfer complete.
So that's my time here, you guys. So again, for all of you to have a full private tarot reading with me, you get a full 30 minutes.
Affirmative.
Sorry, a full 30 minutes for $35, 10% off on your first read with me, or a full 60 minutes, a full hour at $60. Again, 10% off on your first reading, and you get that full. All that time right there is you can ask as many questions as you want. We can go over some path decision making, things like that together, and even pull up some advice cards here for you. You can find all that information on my Wizio page. The link tree is in the description. Okay, so take a look at that, and also follow me on TikTok as well. I do have my TikTok that I like to show. Again, my name is Anthony, and thank you all for joining me tonight. And I will be kind of starting another live stream here pretty soon. We'll just kind of do some arts and crafts, stuff like that. So I'd like to kind of invite you all to join me on that as well. Namaste, everybody, and you have a good night.